Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Rulo with my first 1cc guide slash commentary slash guide walkthrough, all of that. This is for one of my favorite shmups of recent years, and it's specifically GG Aleste 2 for Game Gear from the excellent, absolutely beautiful M2 collection. Um, I cannot recommend this enough. It's unfortunately only available through import from things like PlayAsia or making a Japanese account on PS4 or PS5. It's so unfortunate. It's a beautiful collection, and all of these games deserve so much love. But anyway, I just want to start this guide with a bit of a breakdown of some of the game's mechanics. You can definitely just skip over to the good part. First thing I actually want to touch on, and I know it might be kind of obvious, but it took me a while to actually get this down, is iframes. Now, iframes are always super important in fighting games and platformers, but in most shmups outside of things like iframes when you use a bomb or when you revive, they're not that used, like in my experience at least. But in Aleste, like in all Aleste games, and specifically in GG Aleste 2, the game sort of expects you to abuse these mechanics. But when I say abuse to have fun. And that's one of the things I love about this game. Whenever you pick anything in this game, of course, when you use bombs also, but whenever you pick anything, you get iframes for like, I'm not sure exactly if it's up to 1 second, but you can see on the screen a little counter telling you how many like milliseconds, I don't know, you have before the iframes go. And at first I didn't pay much attention to it, but that's such a fundamental mechanic, especially for the clear I'm going to show, which is for Mania, the hardest difficulty. And there's absolutely no way you can survive some of the stuff the game throws at you without using iframes. And it's so fun once you actually incorporate it into the run. Now, next thing is weapons. One of the fun things about the Alesti games is that there's a variety of weapons, right? And I would say simply experiment with the game, have fun with it until you find the one you have fun with. Definitely don't go for an optimistic. I'm sorry, for an optimal way to play the game. The one I stuck to the most is the napalm weapon, which is the one with a little N, because this just cancels bullets for the most part, and it's super useful for some parts. But it's also not necessarily, it doesn't work 100% of the time, so you always have to be on the lookout and have good reflexes and um, kind of route the levels. Now, next thing I want to mention is the shield. Now, the Alessi games I've played, this is the one that puts the most emphasis on having a shield. Whenever you pick 20, the letter P pickups you find, you get a shield extend. Or well, just a shield, which is basically an extra life, right? Instead of dying, you just drop the shield, and it goes back to whichever you had before. Now, the good thing about GGLSC 2 is that you actually can get the shield, which is you need 20p pickups, but it still keeps counting up to 19. So if, let's say, you have a shield, you get shot, and you lose it, but you have 19 pickups, you just need one more for that shield again, and then the counter resets. And that's such a fun part because you kind of start uh, doing math as you're playing. I don't know, it's super fun. And the next thing is bomb and life extends. Now, most mobs just give you life extends at a certain score, and the M2 port is really good at telling you exactly how many points you need on like the top left corner. But you can also get bomb extends through the P pickups, and that's also very fundamental because even though bombs are not as useful, they're not like you drop it and boom, you're invincible until it clears out. It takes a few seconds to till you get iframes and screen clearing. Sorry, but they're super useful still. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you need 30 P pickups for a bomb extend. But yeah, they're super essential to riding and making your way through the game. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the clear itself. All right, I got myself a good cup of Joe over here, and yeah, let's just get on with it. I'm excited. I was just watching this playthrough again yesterday. Oh man, I just love this game. So yeah, over there you can see on the left part of the screen, we've got our pilot. I believe her name is Alice. I read the story of the game a couple times. As you know, in most shmups, like it's not a fundamental part, but I love how in Aleste games you get the story, of course, in like game manuals or Google, I don't know, but you can also sort of get it through the levels on the M2 ports and on the start screens. You can see the pilots, sorry, most of the time. I don't know, I love when games do that. Now, as you can see over here, the napalm weapon simply cancels most bullets. That's part of why I love it. But as I mentioned before, please do not rely 100% of the time on it, because if you do, sometimes a shot will get right through it, and yeah. But that's also part of the fun. Like, you can never be completely relaxed in this game. Like, for instance, this boss, if you notice, there's a lot of bullets that get past you, like past the napalm. So you've always gotta be on the lookout, but it's not super tense where you like feel like you were just in a car accident and your adrenaline is shot through the roof. Okay, so this part, these little waves of enemies that come from floating like in a wave pattern, from left to right and sometimes from bottom to top, they're outside of a couple of bosses. I would say they're the hardest part in Mania to get right, because if you're not canceling bullets, and even if you are, to be honest, even if you're canceling bullets, a lot of waves of bullets will get past them, and if you let them survive, like they'll just sandwich you in a corner. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up for a bit. I just love the music for this game. Like, see over there? I let the bottom wave get to the top, and I was almost sandwiched there. Now here comes the first boss, which is actually one of the hardest in the game. That little, like, hand crane thing, I don't know, that's gonna get you. That's gonna get you half of the time. Now there's a way to play with it, but it's not totally reliable, where you just start and get to the top of the screen, stay there, and the hand kind of tries to reach you, but it cannot rotate 100%. So I would say simply practice this a lot with save states, or the excellent challenge mode, which lets you just go at it time and time again with bosses. Because outside of practice, yeah, there's not a mechanic that can get you to 100% reliably kill that boss without it touching you. Now this level, this isn't too bad, but I still got shot there. I don't know what happened there. Like for instance, this sub-stage boss, I think he comes back again, and yeah, you just gotta worry about canceling bullets a bit. Like to be honest, sub-bosses in this game are not that tough. I would say one of the things you have to be most on the lookout for is not picking a different weapon when you don't want to do so, because like if you're trying to cancel bullets or running from a bullet pattern and you pick up a defensive shield or any weapon you're not completely comfortable with, like you're just gonna get crushed. Now these little guys with the missiles, they're not too hard if you're just canceling their bullets or moving left or right. I got a life extender. Now the game is actually very generous with life extends, either through points or there's a 1-up extend in one of the later levels, but you'll need those extends. You need to kill as many enemies as possible, get those points up, because yeah, once the game throws you off your group, yeah, it's gonna get you. Like over there I lost my shield. Once you lose your shield, you get like half a second to plan out your route, because you can die in one hit. Like, yeah, it starts going downhill, it just keeps going, man. Now this boss, there's not really much to say. It doesn't get too bad. I don't think I've ever been killed by it before. Most common enemies are harder than that. And now this is one of the reasons why I love this game. The bonus stages, it's like Panzer Dragoon, Dress, Night Strikers, and it's just really simple. There's no way you can get, you can't actually get hit. Like the main thing about these stages is you don't want to miss. You can see a miss counter there. Anytime you don't hit an enemy, but you press the shot button, that's a miss, and that gets your score counter down. I don't know, it's incredible they managed to do this on a Genesis game. Oh yeah, no misses, baby. I've never been able to 100% these levels. I really like this song. It's kinda dreamy, really vibey. Like, if you see there, this is where the game starts to get spicy. It's gonna try to get you with those enemy patterns. There's no way to just cancel all the bullets. You really have to be like on the edge of your seat and trying to move around those bullet patterns. I'm kinda far from reaching the shield, so yeah. Now those head things, they're not too bad, but you gotta be careful to kill them as soon as you can, because those bullets, they won't stop coming out until they're off screen. So if you let one go, it's gonna come from the bottom, and yeah, it's gonna mess up your group. like see there I had to throw a bomb because I knew I was gonna get squished. I'm actually just noticing that this level is called Bionic City. There's kind of like with all classic games of this era, a biological theme with, well, in the end, bionic, right? With technology and flesh like melded into the world. Like, I don't know, it gets me thinking, is that like flesh coming out the streets? I don't know, I love it. Here comes another boss. This one is kind of a pushover. I don't think I've ever been killed by it. Most weapons are useful against it, especially the laser and the napalm. They just cancel everything it throws at you. I still I don't like to be too in the corners, because if it gets you at an angle, those bullets will go through your shots. Now, this is my favorite stage in the whole game, man. I'm just going to shut up. There's not much in the way of difficulty in this stage. Just listen to that song, man. It's so melancholic. It's like a JRPG song. It's melancholic, but not cheesy. Oh man. Besides, I just love desert stages in games. I don't know. There's pyramids. I don't know if it was like a city that got destroyed. This sub-boss isn't too bad. Just cancel shots, shoot as much as you can straight at it. For the most part, this stage just lets you vibe out, you know, just goes, you know, you had it rough and it's gonna get rougher from here on, so why don't you shield the fuck out and just vibe, man. It's like the game tells you just to chill out for a minute. Oh yeah. Now this boss, it's gonna get you if you're not careful. Like, you can cancel bullets as much as you want, but some shots are gonna get through. You gotta be on the lookout. Like, from practicing, I believe it's about just shooting at the like spirally things. But I don't know. I've tried just shooting like right into the center of it and on the sides, and I don't see much of a difference. I just try to move around to have a bit of leeway in case I need to dodge around bullets. So yeah, just guide it around. Just always try to have a bit of space between the edges of the screen and this guy. Now there I got shot. Luckily enough, I was at 19p pickups, so I just have to pick one more up and I got another shield. This is another bonus stage. Again, it's just the game telling you to have a bit of fun, relax a bit just before it slaps you like it owns you. Now this is a bit tougher to route out. As you can see, I got 2 misses. And again, you just want those points to go up. Like, extents are really useful in this game. Really, really useful. Because unlike a lot of mobs where if you die you can just use iframes to like get on the face of the boss, this game doesn't let you. It barely gives you any iframes. Now this part, this guy, you gotta route this guy out. Like, see, he's like fucking Michael Myers, man. Like, fuck having fun, man. There you go, man. Boom. You gotta be dodging around it, get to the back of it, and you gotta take that knife out of it. This is like, I've never seen a game like throw a fucking Michael Myers at you, you know? Now, that little ball, that's not too hard to kill, but you gotta be on the lookout so it doesn't push you, because after that, it shoots at you. And now that is like just the prelude, man. These guys, like transparent guys, they'll get you too. Like, you gotta circle around them, but very slow. And there's nothing you can do but route out the game, and no one route is gonna get you through it. You just gotta improvise. It's really fun, but it's kind of challenging. Like, see, I think that's my first life I lost in this level. That's 2 lives. At this point, I know I was thinking I'm just gonna restart the run, but it had been 16 minutes. I just thought I'm just gonna go through with it, see what happens, you know. There I thought, yeah, I'm not gonna lose another life, I'm just gonna bomb them. But like, the thing is, bombs are really useful with this guy that's coming up. Like, he's got 3 phases, but you gotta worry the most about the first one. He's got those hands, like he's gonna punch the fuck out of you. And those cables, like, they don't have a hit area, but they move super fast, so yeah, just gotta improvise on it. Now, this part isn't, there's not much to say, you just gotta cancel a bit of bullets and that's it. Destroy both sides. But the next one, like, the next one is a trademark. If you like racing games or cave games, for the most part racing games, you know that pattern, man. Like, it shows up in Sorcerer Striker, fucking Batsugun. Gotta circle around it and then into it. Yeah, that's 2 more lives, man. Just in the blink of an eye. No iframes. You gotta move it around to have it, like I said earlier, you gotta have a bit of leeway on the screen. You gotta dodge to one side and then into the boss, but be careful not to hit the middle area of the boss, because that's a hit point. It's so fun, but also, I just noticed you're actually kind of dismantling this boss. I think it was, yeah, STG Samsonite, which I super recommend his channel. I'll link him if I'll try to remember that. He was saying that he knows it's a good shmup when there's dismantling a boss, and yeah, I absolutely agree. Like Mushihime-sama, Devil Blade, think Batsugan has got a few like that. Now these guys, they're not too tough. They just shoot constantly at you. Just gotta try to remain on the middle of them so that no shots get through. Now this stage, for the most part, is just practicing what you've done before. There's gonna be a couple of waves like that start from the top, left, then right, then bottom, as you can see there. And then it's gonna try to get you uncomfortable to dodge into the middle of the screen. It's kind of tough. Now here comes the final boss. Now I would very much encourage you to route your way, find your own way, but the best way I found around it is to like be on its face. Like you can only hurt it in the face, and with napalm you can skip most of its attacks if you just fucking gang on his face, you know. And now this is the true final boss. It's not too bad once you get comfortable with it. As you can see, some bullets get past, canceling, and that part, man, I think must have killed like 10 of my runs right there, you know. If you're not careful, those shots are gonna get you. But if you have a couple of bombs, it's not too bad. Just that bombs don't give you instant invincibility frames. You just gotta wait for like half a second. So yeah, that's GG Aleste 2. No slowdown on Mania difficulty. I guess we can practice without with some slowdown. I don't like to. It extends the run like twice, like from 20 minutes to like 40. Besides, my mama didn't raise no bitch, so yeah. No, like if you want to play with slowdown, that's fine. I just don't like slowdown in mesh mobs. Like even if it's tougher, I think it's more fun to just go at a smooth speed, you know. Such a good soundtrack, man. Again, this is the right mix of melancholic. There on the top right corner, I think that's Eleanor from GG Aleste 1 and Aleste 1 and Musha. According to the wiki, all Aleste games take place in different universes, but I like to think that this is like the sequel to Musha and GG Aleste 1, and Eleanor just wasn't there to take up the fight, you know, to the aliens. If I'm not wrong, I believe Alice, which is the protagonist, the blue-haired girl, she has to go because she's like an engineer and she's repairing something when the invasion happens, and she's the only one available to finish the fight, as Master Chief would say. Like, another incredible thing about these games that really surprised me is that if you're wearing headphones, you can hear that there's left, right and left mixture, and there's bass on it. Like, I don't know, man. I bet 99.9% of the fucking kids that played this on Sega Genesis were not gonna wear good headphones, you know. They were just gonna play with the default Genesis. I'm sorry, Game Gear console. I don't know. It's such a good attention to detail, you know. I love it. And right there, I show around the time it took me, which is 4 hours. I would say add a few extra ones because I started playing this on PS4, and then I moved to my PS5 I would say it took me like 3 hours to practice the normal difficulty, and then a couple more for Mania. I'm 15, I believe, at the time of recording. Uh, in the leaderboard, like in the 15th spot. I'm not sure if that's how you see it. And so yeah, that's GG Aleste 2, man. It's such an incredible collection. I think that no doubt it's my favorite of the collection, but I still want to finish GG Aleste 3, which is the game M2 made specifically for this collection. Also, Power Strike 2, I believe it's called, for the Sega Master System has been a lot of fun. I also want to experiment a bit with that. Yeah, yeah. I would say if you want to play these games, you can definitely emulate them. It may not have the UI that M2 created, but you can definitely emulate them. They have retro achievements, which is sort of fun. I've been getting them on my Ambernic console. But please, please, if you're going to emulate any of these games, please, please just give M2 some love, give M2 some money specifically. They're like hands down the best company right now that ports games, and they deserve every little penny you can give them. They have games in all modern platforms. Not all of them, unfortunately. For some reason, they release some games in some things and then others in another. But yeah, please just show them to some love, give them some money. I think that they're one of the most important companies that are still present and that are still working in our industry today. And yeah, I can't. If you're into shmups, you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm too. But if you're just getting into shmups, definitely Google M2 up. They have um, dozens and dozens of ports across the last few decades, and they've just been. It's been incredible to uh, learn about them in the last few years. So yeah, that's my commentary and also my first video of this kind. Hope it wasn't too like all over the place. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. I love this game, as you can hear my voice. And if you liked it, don't worry about commenting. If you have to, if you want to say something, that's I'm gonna love reading these comments. But if you don't, just go and play some shmups. You know, go and play some old games and engage with them. Like I think once you learn the game's mechanics, especially with the classic ones, if there are, and not because they're hard, but because they're hard to like understand sometimes. If you take the time to learn them, and if they're good, of course, like oh man, it's just such a good experience. And again, if you're into shmups, if you're into fighting games, I don't need to tell you this, but man, there's just something about these games, man. But anyway, that's it for me. Again, I'm Rulo though. Thank you for dedicating some time, and yeah, go out and play some good shit. See you later.